9 tips for length retention. Welcome or welcome back to Natural Hair Care 101. It's week 6 and this week is all about length retention. Today we're going to talk about 9 important tips when it comes to length retention, especially if you feel like your hair has just not been growing, and this is coming from someone who's been shoulder length for years. So what is length retention? Length retention is all about keeping the hair that you grow. And believe it or not, your hair is always growing. You might just not be seeing it because it's breaking at the same rate that it's growing. So it's not always a growth problem, but more so a breakage problem. So let's go through the 9 most crucial tips when it comes to length retention. Tip number 1, never let your hair dry out. Dry hair equals breakage. So learning the right moisture method for your hair type and keeping your hair hydrated is a must. Number 2, detangling your hair before you shampoo. And this would apply specifically if you have dense, coily or curly hair. You always want to detangle before you shampoo, because if your hair is tangled and you proceed to shampooing and everything, once your hair dries, those tangles get even tighter and much harder to undo, which causes unnecessary breakage. So pre-pooing and detangling your hair before you shampoo helps to prevent those unnecessary knots and minimizes breakage. So definitely a game changer when it comes to length retention. Number 3, washing your hair in sections. This also applies if you have dense, thick hair. And washing your hair in sections helps to minimize tangles and unnecessary breakage. Number 4, protective styles are your best friends. The mini twists, mini braids, or the regular size ones, whatever you choose. These don't only help keep your hair moisturized longer, but they also help you retain length. If you did mini twists for a year long straight, you will probably gain like 6 inches by the end of the year. There's something about your hair being left alone and not bothered and still being fed and moisturized that just allows it to thrive so much.
I know that's right.
But yeah, protective styles, definitely up there when it comes to length retention. Number 5, protecting your ends. Your ends are the oldest parts of your hair, so you always want to keep them moisturized or sealed with an oil, because they definitely do be needing some extra tender love and care. Number 6, satin bonnets, scarves, and pillowcases. These are necessary when it comes to protecting your hair and to avoid unnecessary friction. Cotton pillows or sheets tend to rub against your hair and cause friction, which leads to breakage, split ends, and all the things you want to avoid. So wearing satin bonnets, scarves, or having satin pillowcases can help with protecting your hair while you sleep. I know some people make comments about the bonnets being too tight or giving them headaches. That just means you need a bigger size. If there's too much pressure on your forehead, you're gonna get a headache. If you don't like bonnets, get a satin pillowcase. The goal here is to create a safe space for our hair. Number 7, trims. You want to trim your hair about twice a year. And this is just regular maintenance, especially when it comes to split ends, because holding on to your split ends won't help you retain length, but rather they'll just travel up the hair shaft and make your hair thinner and also very see-through. So getting regular trims is just part of regular maintenance and helps you preserve your length. And you also don't want to use regular scissors to trim your hair, because they'll actually just worsen them and cause more split ends and more damage over time. So instead you want to use hair shears that will give you a nice clean cut that helps to seal the hair shaft. I'll add these in my Amazon storefront in my hair growth must-have list. And number 8, you want to limit the use of heat. Excessive heat from flat irons, heat tools, blow dryers can definitely weaken the hair and cause more dryness and brittleness. Our hair is made of protein, so once you weaken the bonds of your hair, which happens when you're using excessive heat, you don't only lose your natural curl pattern over time, your hair also becomes more susceptible to breakage and split ends, which directly affect your ability to retain length. Number 9, over manipulation. Sometimes your hair wants to be left alone, so the constant styling, combing, brushing, especially on a daily basis, can cause a lot of unnecessary breakage, and tight styles, ponytails, braids can cause too much stress on the hair follicles, and this can cause thinning over time around the edges or the crown area, especially when done too frequently. So you definitely want to avoid constant manipulation or those super tight hairstyles back to back. I know I said 9 tips, but this one is too important to leave out. Be gentle with your hair. When it comes to your hair, you want to take your time and be patient. You never want to do your hair on high emotions. You never want to rush doing your hair or get angry with your hair. And when you do feel those emotions rise up, you need to pause, take a deep breath, and then try again. You have to remember that your hair is still a part of you and treat them like your babies, because they're literally your babies. The most important part about the natural hair journey is building a loving relationship with your hair, because it's a part of you. And your natural hair journey is an act of self-love. So treat your hair with care, love, and kindness, always. So always be aware of your emotions when you're taking care of your hair, whether it be when you're detangling, shampooing, or styling. You need to be patient and not rush through the process. If you find yourself rushing, then you need to create more time and space to do things correctly. This is also why you can't just let anybody do your hair, especially if they hate you.
I know this sounds very dramatic, but trust me, be very discerning with who you allow to touch your hair. And also,
if somebody's being too rough with your hair and it hurts, you need to speak up and tell them to chill, because that's the type of tension that causes traction alopecia. So yeah, these are my tips for length retention. Length retention isn't just about growing your hair, but keeping the hair that you've been growing, preserving it, and creating a safe space for it to thrive. And that's how you see the length and see progress over time. For today's class activity, we'll keep it simple. Based on today's class, what is one thing that you can do to retain more length? Or what is something that you've been doing that has been helping you retain more length? Let me know in the comments.